Hey Doc, what's everything men on TRT need to know about AIs in under 5 minutes?
Very, very good, Jake. Thank you so much. That's a great question. And I really, as I do this as a testosteronologist, as my day job, it's probably one of the top five most important things or more common things I talk about. So many men are concerned about when they're on. This is when they're on testosterone, of course, and concerned for the side effects of being on a testosterone replacement regimen. And it's usually with injections, Jake. It's not from, the pellets, or it's not from topical transdermal gels or creams, although it certainly can be. But in the end, if you look for men that are on TRT for years, over the course of several years, and they're going to be on it for life, it's amazing to say that it's got to be well over 90% in the world. This is every doctor, every clinic, guys that are giving it to themselves and everything. It's just going to be small injections. So when you look for testosterone injections, these are esters. It's propionate, cypionate, and enanthate, and then Sustanon 250 outside of America. And of course, men in America who take it themselves, this is a very popular type of ester that's utilized for intramuscular injections. So first off, I like to say, don't hate on estrogen. We learned that the anti-aging clinics have, and 20, 30 years ago, bro science guys were using a lot more aromatase inhibitors, right? These are medicines that are used for breast cancer for women. So it's very powerful. And again, 20, 30 years ago, they were utilized in the underground by bodybuilders, bro science guys, steroid users, a lot of anecdotal data. And then now, even today, the anti-aging clinics utilize these, and they're definitely, we've realized anecdotally that they're just abused, and you don't need. Hey guys, quick pause here. If you're watching this video, odds are you're concerned about your testosterone levels. That's where the sponsor of this video comes in. Let'sGetChecked.com. Let's Get Checked makes professional health testing easy by letting you get tested without having to visit a healthcare provider. Choose your test online, like one of their testosterone panels, and it will be delivered to you in discreet packaging with next day delivery. Once your sample arrives in a laboratory, confidential results will be available from your secure online account within 2 to 5 days. See my link in the description for more details and discount code. They're just abused, and you don't need them. And you don't hate on estrogen. It's kind of like a video by itself. It makes you better. It makes us a better creature, makes it more loving. It makes you more caring. It makes sex better. I mean, sex is better if it's balanced, and mood is better if it's balanced. And when you say balanced, it's not, everyone thinks balance means use aromatase inhibitors, look at your testosterone and estrogen. No. So don't hate on estrogens, number one. Number two, the management of the aromatization, which is the process of taking an androgen, either endogenously or exogenously, in this case with this injections, and it's converted to estrogens, mainly estradiol, in the body, in the man's body, is so dynamic. Different men, depending how heavy they are, heavier men with more body fat convert more. And there's enzymes, other medicines. If you're on other medicines, it's dynamic, younger, older, even stress, I think, affects it. Just think there's such a huge conundrum. So when you look at this, you can certainly look at the levels, and you could look at estradiol, never get a total estrogen on the labs because it's contaminated. Aromatase inhibitors can paradoxically increase estrogen levels, total estrogen on labs. So guys are looking at estrogen, it's going up. They're taking more aromatase inhibitors. The number keeps going up, up, up. What's happening? It's artifact. It's a problem with the actual lab assay. So you need ultra-sensitive estradiol. A lot of countries don't have it. America, Northeast, the North America and Canada, they have this stuff, but it's kind of hard to always know. and to check. So don't hate on estrogen. Manage the estrogen by changing the testosterone regimen, by microdosing. So don't take 200 milligrams every 2 weeks or 10 days or every week. You're going to get a huge bolus and you're going to convert all that to all the estrogen. And the next thing is the aromatase inhibitor drugs will, again, head to toe, they're notoriously known to worsen mood disorders, anxiety and depression. If you have it underlying, it can get worse. Balance all this with the small doses. Perfect. Look at things. Have a good healthcare provider, internal medicine, look at everything together. Next, going out of the brain with the mood disorders, going down into the thorax, you have to think about it's going to affect the HDL. It's going to deteriorate HDL. The FDA put a warning on these meds many years ago for women that are using it because they have to prevent metastatic breast cancer. So it deteriorates the HDL component of a lipid subfraction. Just please believe me on this. It's complicated and it just 100% is true. And if you have underlying disease in your heart, coronary disease, it can worsen that. That's one in part, probably why this whole gargly goop of the anti-aging doctors and all of this medley ends up speeding up aging. Instead of anti-aging, they're accelerating aging because they're using so many different drugs, and the man that they're working on has not been properly evaluated, and they're using meds that are toxic. The aromatase inhibitors are toxic. They just are. Doesn't mean you can't use them, but it means you have to use them as last resort and sparingly. Again, it's going to affect the HDL. Last piece, injuries. Boom. This is muscle tissue. No power lifter uses these drugs because they don't want to pop the tendons. Bicep tendon tears, pec tendon tears, quadricep tears, even low back tears, hamstring tears, Achilles tears. It's a drying agent. It dries out. It can deteriorate the soft tissue, the tendon apparatus. So that's it, Jake. That's the whole spew. A little bit over 5 minutes, but I think we nailed it down. Thank you.